Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's coffee break. Um, can you tell I'm smiling right now? Yeah. Morning, Wayne, Ron, John. Good to see you guys. Today, I want to talk about developing rapport in a mask-wearing world, and there's a couple things that I want you to consider when it comes to going back to work, interacting with colleagues, coworkers, the public, etc., wearing your COVID mask. This is the mask I happen to wear when I go out, hit my Home Depot, hit my local grocery store, that kind of thing. But one of the things that I want you to think about when it comes to wearing your mask and interacting with those wearing a mask is wearing it properly. First off, there's a lot of it's interesting. I was when decided to talk about this topic, wearing your mask heading back into work, decided to do a little research about the proper way to wear a mask, what kind of masks work, what don't, what is the actual CDC guidelines, and what states require it, what businesses require it, that sort of thing. Um, and there's a lot of information out there about how to properly wear a mask. And one thing to consider first and foremost when you head back to work, just to make sure that we're being respectful to all of those around us that a mask would benefit. Um, Wear it properly. Make sure we're covering our nose, covering our mouth, covering our chin, having it nice and tight and snug to our face, that kind of thing. Now, for me, because I wear glasses, I often run into an issue of glasses fogging up. So one of the things that I like to do is pull the glasses up, put the mask on, tuck my mask up underneath those my glasses on the bottom of the rim of my glasses, and that helps me a little bit. But the whole idea is let's first start off by wearing our mask, properly and appropriately, and that kind of thing. The other thing that I really want you to think about is this: we communicate in a variety of different ways, verbal, nonverbal. Nonverbal communication, a lot of people, we give off a great deal of information, with our face, right? And a lot of people will focus on the face when talking, interacting, etc. But wearing that mask covers up a good portion of your face. So what do you need to think about is making sure we're communicating with our eyes. And when it comes to smiling, there's a difference between wearing a smile and having a smile. We smile with our eyes. And so building rapport, giving away information through our eyes like that, having a genuine smile, making sure we have good eye contact with the people that we're talking to, and being mindful about the information that we give away. One of the things that I always talk about when it comes to doing training classes is we talk about reading them and picking up information and finding out where we need to further explore, and et cetera, when conducting an interview. But you always have to remember people are reading you as well. And so think about how you can use your eyes to your advantage. Think about how our eyes, sometimes the raising of the eyebrows, the puzzled look, the look of confusion, the denials, of whatever, may also, because now people are only focusing on our eyes, may give away information to the person you're talking to that may kind of restrict or inhibit rapport building processes. Think about animating your voice, making sure you're talking clear, because depending on the type of mask you're wearing, I happen to wear just a cloth mask. But if you're think about animating your voice in a way that sometimes we're muffled, depending on the type of mask that you're wearing. Make sure you speak clearly, speaking loud enough to get through and communicate. Another thing that you might even think about is making reference to someone's mask. And if you're going to be doing an interview, even asking the question about their comfort level of perhaps even taking a mask off. Follow your company's guidelines, your state guidelines, of course, but being respectful to to their needs. Some of you have heard this from me before. We kind of live in a world of the golden rule, treat people the way we want to be treated. But I always think and want you guys to really consider the platinum rule, and it is a real thing. I know people think I was making it up before, but the platinum rule is treating people the way they want to be treated. Why do I wear my mask in public? I live in a state of Arizona where it is not required. But why do I wear it in public? because of the platinum rule and treating people the way they want to be treated. And if there's people out there that feel more comfortable that someone's wearing a mask, I'm going to be one of those people that are wearing a mask to help them feel comfortable. Right. The other thing to think about too is I had a couple months ago, I'm not sure where it's at, who knows where it's coming from or whatever, but I had ordered a personalized couple masks so that I can rotate some different masks. And one of the personalized masks that I ordered had some shamrocks on it, some stuff like that. Another one had the band Rush logo on it, right? But being able to reference someone's mask, particularly if it is handmade, you can tell it's handmade, talk about that. You can, if there is a specific logo or some sort of theme surrounding their mask, reference that and find a common ground between, that particular mask. But most importantly, what I want you to think about is your nonverbal behavior and the information that you're giving away with your eyes, how we communicate with our hand gestures, and illustrators, our nonverbal posturing, particularly when you're going to be doing an interview. And I know for me, when I interview people and I'm talking to people, I tend to look and find a focal point that's towards the center or tip of their nose. Well, now that focal point may come up a little bit because the mask covering a great deal of the face. So again, just a couple things to sorry, Patty, I'm missing that one. But there's certainly a couple things to consider when it comes to rapport building. It is possible. There's no doubt about it. Respect one another. Wear it the way it's meant to be worn. Think about your eyes and how you communicate with your eyes. Pick up information from them with their eyes, etc. Make reference to their mask. Be respectful. All that kind of thing. And we can still develop rapport in a mask wearing world as we all, starting to head back to work. Things are opening up. I'm reading about countries in Europe, even in the Middle East right now, countries are slowly starting to open up. But going back to work when mask wearing is required, make sure we're following some good guidelines and take care of yourselves, take care of your families, look after one another. Be sure to continue to wash those hands, practice social distancing, and of course, be respectful, wear that mask, and still develop rapport by having a real smile behind that mask. You guys have an awesome day. I'll talk to you later. Keep in touch, and good luck to everyone. Take care. Bye.